Hello, everybody. This is Joseph P. Farrell with news and views from the Nefarium for the weekend of March the 11th. I'm actually doing this on Thursday, March 10th, a little early, because we are doing another members-only video chat tomorrow night from about 8 o'clock to about 9:30. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay as long as I did the last time, folks. I've got a lot going on right now, and that's the reason why I'm doing this fireside chat a day early, and also the reason why I won't be doing one next weekend, and perhaps, I'm not certain of this yet, but perhaps the weekend following that as well. But anyway, this is, as I said, the news and views from the Nefarium, and I had a lot of comments and stuff, and basically what I'm going to do today is try and catch up because I've really been overwhelmed with you guys responding to my questions about alternative media, and I had some people commenting on some other things that I thought I'd try and take care of today. But I really want to thank everybody for all the comments, not only to the last fireside chat when I was asking about what you all thought about the alternative media and what your views on it were, what you thought might be wrong and everything. And then I posted a blog on the website, a written version kind of the fireside chat, and really had a lot more responses from that. So I really want to thank everybody for taking the time, because it's valuable to me as an author and a researcher in that field to know what everybody out there is thinking and why they're thinking it. And it helps me kind of keep my hands on things, and lets me know what everybody's kind of getting fed up with, what they're not getting fed up with, and so on and so forth. I want to thank you all again for taking the time to respond. I had a question from somebody that was really, I thought, very interesting, and I needed to comment a bit about it, although my commentary is going to be largely by way of speculation because of reasons that I'll get into in a moment. Somebody asked me, I think it was on my Facebook page, and again, folks, I'm sorry if I'm not remembering your names. I'm getting I'm getting so many comments and emails right now about the website changeover and all of these Facebook uh, things and YouTube videos I'm doing. I can't keep up anymore, and I wish I could and answer everybody individually, but I just can't. But I did have somebody, I think on my Facebook page, ask me what I thought about how Edward Leedskalnin had built Coral Castle in Florida. And I have to own to a great fault here. The great fault being that Coral Castle is something that intrigues me immensely. But for some reason, it's one of those things that every time I think about researching it, something comes up and it always gets pushed to the back burner, and then I forget it's even on the stove, so I forget to research it. So it's something, in all honesty, that I have never actually researched in any detail. I've seen videos, um, I've seen internet speculations about Coral Castle. The only thing that I know in response to that person's comment is that Leedskalnin himself claimed in a little pamphlet that he wrote, I think it's about 50 to 60 pages long, about that big. I don't actually have a copy of it. I've seen it occasionally, and for me to do any research on Coral Castle, I'd at least have to read that pamphlet. But as I recall, he claimed in this little work that, number one, it had something to do with magnetism, and number two, that it was the secret that had been used by the ancients to build the pyramids. So in other words, he very definitely, as far as I'm aware, very definitely coupled his understanding of what he was doing at Coral Castle and how he was doing it to something apparently that he had discovered, if we are to take him at his word, in researching the pyramids in Egypt. The thing that I find disconcerting about Coral Castle is there have been a number of attempts to try and figure out exactly how he did this, and you get the whole spectrum again from orthodox scientific and engineering explanations to that he hoaxed the whole thing and wrote it all off to ancient mysteries and so on and so forth. I personally, as yet, have no opinion on it because, as I say, every time I go to research Coral Castle, something comes up and diverts my attention from it. All right, that's announcement number one. Announcement number two is I keep getting people emailing me and asking about when exactly Genes, Giants, Monsters, and Men is going to come out, and that I don't know. I do know that the galleys have been sent to the printer. Usually that's about a month, as I think I said last week, about a month from the time the printer gets it to the time that the publisher gets it back in an actual book form. So we're looking probably sometime in April, I think, before that book is actually out. Now to let you know a final answer to a question. Actually, this question came from, I think, two people on Facebook, and there have been 3 or 4 people on YouTube commenting on this as well, asking me. And I did need to address this question. The question was, do I ever intend to do any radio podcasts? And I can kind of split that answer into 2 parts. Daniel and I on the website are planning to do more videos. The problem is Daniel is dealing with a real technological klutz here. So he's having to show me how to edit all of this stuff so that he doesn't have the burden of time to do all of that. So we are planning to do more of those types of videos that we did, provided I do the editing, for the members only area on the website. In addition to that, eventually, I want to get to the point, and we're looking into it. It's going to be a while yet before we figure out how to do this and do it cheaply for people, to do video conferences. In other words, where there would be a topic or topics of interest that people would want me to talk about, and then rather than the video chats, we'd actually do something like a conference call on Skype or something like that. Actually do a video conference where we all see each other. But we're looking into that. We don't know if or when that's ever going to get set up, but we are looking into that. So that's the website part of the answer. As for radio podcasts, I'm in the middle of a lot of projects right now, and that's the reason why I'll be kind of gone for next weekend and possibly the weekend following. I'm not certain about the following weekend, but next weekend, the weekend of the 18th, that weekend I will be gone, and that's the reason I'm not having a fireside chat. But the reason for it is I'm involved in some projects that require my presence, and some of those projects do indeed involve investigating radio podcasting with a couple of old friends of mine, colleagues in the alternative research field, and doing regular internet radio podcasts as a regular radio show. We're looking into that. That's something that probably is going to take us between 3 weeks and a month to set up, possibly longer. So again, I'll try and keep you all updated on these fireside chats, exactly what and when and how all of this is going to come together. But anyway, I have looked into it, I am looking into it, and if we do get that going, obviously, I hope to see a lot of you there. Anyway, I think, yeah, I've about used up my 10 minutes here. Yep, I sure have. So I'm going to have to sign off from this week's Fireside Chat. I might be back. Sometimes I say that, and I am back, and sometimes I say it, and I'm not back. I'm busy this weekend taking care of a lot of stuff, but if something comes up, I'll certainly get back with you with another little part 2 installment. But anyway, that's it for March the 11th. News and views from the Nefarium. See you on the flip